Revolution de carne número dos. Okay, I want to do another video on the revolution of the flesh. What I want some people to understand is there are certain things within our control and certain things out of our control. But I do think a lot is blown out of proportion about how much we can control genetic disease. And again, I'm not belittling people with genetic disease. That is an obstacle for genetic medicine, which is finally becoming a reality and will blow eugenics out of the water. But the thing is, a lot of people do make excuses. They'll say, well, heart disease runs in my family, or being obese runs in my family, or a poor complexion runs in my family. Many of these things are traced to diet and lifestyle, either, and it's funny too, a big thing that I've noticed that a lot of people overlook is cleanliness of the teeth. Like a lot of people overlook dental hygiene as a means to stay healthy. A lot of people overlook a lot of key things to stay healthy. What got me thinking about a revolution of the flesh was, okay, one, I noticed I had put on a little bit of weight because I've been hanging out with somebody and I was basically buying empanadas, tacos, and burritos because they're the only things that are vegetarian that I can find anywhere. And they have a lot of added fats. So I packed on the pounds because I wasn't exercising for about a couple months. I haven't had the chance to exercise like I would. And the young lady from Argentina that I've mentioned in past videos, a stunningly gorgeous girl, we were talking and talking and talking on social media, and it clicked in my head, you know, what we need first and foremost, before we have a true set ideology. I know we do need the ideology simultaneously worked on, but before we have a set ideology, we need to be healthy mentally and physically. The mental and physical health of the average person has declined so much that it's sad. And I am a believer in salubrious living, what Ben Clausen called salubrious living. I would recommend that people learn about the religion of creativity. There's a couple playlists on my playlists in this channel. But obviously, I don't like Clausen's raw food veganism because it's bullshit. It's not true. But I do subscribe to the Adventist veganism because that is true. However, back to square one, what we know is that a lot of things that are thought to be genetic, such as predispositions to cancer, predispositions to heart disease, predispositions to any number of medical concerns, a lot of times are set forth, autoimmune diseases, for example, are set into motion through environmental factors, which is a fancy way of saying lifestyle choices. For example, most people with lung cancer, now there are a small group of people that do get lung cancer without any understandable environmental factor, although radon can sometimes be a cause. The cigarettes, obviously smoking cigarettes. I chewed tobacco from the age of 10 till the age of 31, and I quit. I also picked up a smoking habit in my late 20s. I quit. Now, I'm not judging people that smoke or chew tobacco. It's not a moral issue. But when you know the health concerns, like I did, and it was a moral failing of myself to know the health concerns and avoid doing something about it. I was lucky enough not to get sick, and I finally quit chewing tobacco and quit smoking cigarettes because it finally clicked in my head, you know, this is hypocritical of me. At the time, I was a karate instructor, and I thought it was very hypocritical, especially because I was seeing small kids in my karate classes that weren't obviously smoking. I hope to God they weren't. And it would, if they were to see me smoke or they were to see me chew tobacco, what would they do? So you gotta start again, the revolution of the flesh, the revolution of the individual. It's a revolution of the individual. However, there's plenty of information online regarding this. And again, I do encourage folks to mainly look at PubMed.gov, CDC.gov, the different government websites that, especially those of us in the United States, our government, National Institute of Health, we have a miraculous medical library compared to some other countries. And to waste all this numerous research by all these wonderful scientists is literally a crime against, it's a crime against public health. And it's free for anybody that wants it most of the time. Sometimes there's a paywall, but that's very, very, very rare. And that's all today.